Skull is a bone of actual skeleton. There are 28 bones in the skull. Among them, 14 are facial bones and 14 are cranial bones. Cranial bones forms the cranial cavity where the brain is located. Among the 14 bones, 4 are unpaired and 10 are paired, arranged in 5 pairs. Now let us see regarding the unpaired cranial bones. Frontal bone is located in the forehead region as well as in the vault of the skull. It forms the roof of the orbital cavity. Occipital bone is located in the posterior aspect of the skull. It also forms the base of the skull. Ethmoid bone forms the roof of the nasal cavity. It also forms the medial wall of nose and the lateral wall of nose. And also it forms the medial wall of orbital cavity. Sphenoid bone is located in the base of the skull. It forms the hypophageal fossa for the pituitary gland and the temporal fossa. Parietal bone is a paired cranial bone. It is located on the lateral aspect of skull. It also forms the vault of skull. Temporal bone is a paired cranial bone. It is located on the lateral aspect of skull. It has 3 ear ossicles. Malleus is a paired cranial bone. It is hammer shaped. Incus is a paired cranial bone. It is anvil in shape. Stapes is a paired cranial bone. It is stirrup shaped. It is the smallest bone in our body. These 3 ear ossicles are present in the middle ear. There are 14 facial bones, 2 are unpaired, and 12 are paired, arranged in 6 pairs. Mandible is the unpaired facial bone. It is the largest facial bone and forms the lower jaw. Vomer is the unpaired facial bone. It forms the medial wall of nose. Maxilla is a paired facial bone. It forms the upper jaw. It forms the floor of the orbital cavity and the lateral wall of nose. Palatine process of maxilla forms the hard palate as well as the floor of the nasal cavity. Zygomatic bone is the paired facial bone. It is present in the cheek. Inferior nasal concha is a paired facial bone. It is located in the lateral wall of nose. Lacrimal bone is a paired facial bone. It forms the medial wall of orbital cavity as well as the lateral wall of nose. Palatine bones are the paired facial bones. They form the lateral wall of nose and the hard palate. Nasal bones are the paired facial bones. They form the dorsum of nose.